range form,
10
and then
seconds to pick.
you can still get entangled through rage.
Sure.
5 seconds.
And I feel like
Hurry,
Wyvern
hurry.
doesn't have a great game here. There are lots of silences, so OG.
OG as well.
OG for me as well. I think this is the weakest draft from Navi in the series so far. Obviously, there's only 2 games, but let's find out if OG is indeed able to secure their place at the major with ODPixel and Fogged.
Thank you very much, Steve. Yes, the last game of the day. OG versus Navi, and OG 1 win away from securing that spot at the major. Can they do it, Fogg? We've seen the drafts, we've seen the lineups, as the Japan was sort of saying, with this PL, if it goes on, if OG can keep the game going, has the potential to sort of go the same way that we saw, the games with sort of these huge late game carries like the Medusa, the anti-mage, that OG were able to find the victories in this tactics of Navi's draft that OG have to be severely worried about.
Quickly first, because I've been seeing a lot of success from not having this Death Prophet. They have only played it 2 times in the last month, but they've won both of the games. However, I do like what the panel was mentioning is OG's lineup, if the game gets to a certain point, they're in a great spot. However, I think Navi can snowball with the Death Prophet if they can protect him and make all that happen, but they don't have great ways of starting the fight, like they mentioned as well. What, Nightstalker and Doom just have to kind of run in for the Death Prophet. They have to be these tanky cores and frontliners for her with the Lifestealer. I think that OG, though, they have that plan to take the game to the late game, and I like how they built their 2 cores. It's really hard to get Dooms off on Phantom Lancer and Laundry. Well, Laundry you don't really want to Doom, but Phantom Lancer, very elusive, but Brewmaster is going to be the big target for that Doom. So Navi, they do have potential to get those kind of like big team fights. They have a lot of different silences. They can do like Winter's Curse, they can do Death Prophet silence, Nightstalker silences, a lot of ways to prevent the Brewmaster from getting ulti.
To battle.
So we're going to have to see how OG takes this one. They have to be able to come out into the later stages of the game, because early game, they are a bit suffering versus Navi.
And we'll see the lane matchups as well. I mean, at the moment, N0tail is on his own up top, bottom. S4's got his eyes onto Crystallize. Yet to skill. Oh, see if he's forced to skill the rage, and yeah, he has put the point into it.
Yep.
Doesn't have to use it and doesn't have to reveal the fact that he does so. He is out of there. Up top, SoNNeikO, and putting a bit of harassment onto NOTail's back.
A lot of percent damage coming out between that Wyvern and Doom in the later stages, the Infernal Blade and the Arctic Burn. But yeah, I do like what OG's got going for them here. As long as they can not punish too hard by this Nightstalker in the early night times. Looking good here. We'll probably be seeing like this this new build that S4 has kind of been talking to me about after his Blink Dagger, going for the Aeon Disc this game to deal with those silences. RodjER. JerAx. Gonna be a 2v2 in the mid lane, 2v2 in each other's safe lanes.
Down bottom. 4. Gonna be on his own for the moment. Taking quite the harassment for SoNNeikO. Up top, Flight. Doing his best to try and zone back General, get the space for NOTail. Get the easy ZS.
We don't have much kill lanes coming out here from either side. It's pretty much just if a rotation comes out and catches someone off guard, then they can go for the kills. But as the lanes stand right now, nobody on either team should really die. JerAx, I like what he did here. Blocked the medium camp, warded the hard camp. General has nothing to eat.
JerAx. Fly. Again, as you say, damage being done. But like to find the kills as someone massively oversteps in these lanes. And so there's overall a lack of sort of hard lockdown between the 2 lineups.
RodjER.
So those ults come out.
Getting chased out here.
And to have the roll forward and the slow for JerAx.
The roll
They should get this.
Rolls off the mark though.
Not so
fast.
Now JerAx.
Oh no, JerAx. Oh, he done fluffed up.
First feast.
Oh. Painful,
Nice
painful misplay, and yeah, indeed, just RodjER making it as hard as he can for JerAx to connect that.
General, I have to literally just eat a regular creep in the lane since they body blocked one hard camp, they warded the other one and blocked the other one as well. That was very good preparation coming up from OG.
Denied.
And S4 is doing great in this off lane. 6-1 at level 3 already when he's playing versus a dual lane. And he's messing with Crystallize a bit. Reso mid. Dendi has a DD rune. We'll take massive advantage of this laning phase because of that.
Now, Rezo's still farming alright up against this TP for the most part though. So there's not really too much of a difference between the two.
RodjER does get the D ward that JerAx had placed earlier, so there is going to be that hard camp available for General now.
The biggest sort of win in terms of lanes so far in this early stage definitely seems to be the top lane for OG. You look at the CS there, 14 for 13 against the 1-for-1. They're doing a great job of securing N0tail farm and making sure the General can't get a look in at all on the Doom.
This is, in my opinion, one of NOTail's best heroes.
Yeah.
Whenever he's playing these micro heroes, he always seems to stand out.
This mid.
Don't fly.
Rezo trying to get in.
He gets put on low ground.
No! Oh no,
He's
Rezo!
dead.
The RNG has played him, and it will cost him his life. I think, well, out of all the illusions, was that he the only one to go on the low ground?
He was the only one to get dropped on.
Oh, and Dendi gets an easy kill because of that.
That is very costly.
Now RodjER. In the mid lane.
Dendi's Death Prophet has game all about Dendi's Death Prophet when he plays it. They stack up a lot of jungle camps for him, just enable him to have an excellent game. And with the save like SoNNeikO, it can be pretty nice. The Winter Wyvern always likes seeing Death Prophet having at least one saving hero for himself. NOTail going for the bounty rune versus General. He's got Savage Roar. He's gonna fear him away, take the bounty. He will claim 2 or 3 of those bounty runes. Regen rune top for Dendi.
Dream. With that double null, the CSing in the mid lane will be even easier. More of a chance of getting those denies.
General top. It's level 5 bear now. He has to start being very careful. Going to this lane. This lane is actually an absolute disaster here for Navi.
Yeah, I don't know how you can do it as a one-man Doom. It's so hard. Mid lane. Dendi moving in. Rezo and Fly getting very, very low. RodjER coming in with a sweep round, but JerAx is there. Should be enough to hold the 2 back. RodjER does get the void on the Fly. Pat flies forward and takes down Fly. Fly will be the kill. RodjER goes for the quick TP out. Is that man going to make it? No, he's not. Damage is there from OG. Rezo will be able to get the return fire kill. Top lane though, look at it, as we're saying, General, he's just been zoned all the way back out of the lane. He can't go to this lane on his own.
He's gonna have an incredibly early Midas timing for NOTail.
Yep.
And I mean, S4, almost level 6 already on the Brewmaster versus the Lifestealer. His last hits are really solid too, 17 and 3. Bottle now picked up. He's able to sustain in this lane quite nicely until Nightstalker makes a rotation down. So a lot of the pressure is on RodjER for this laning phase. Although Navi is still about 1k gold advantage because of how well Dendi's doing in mid lane.
Let's see what General can do in terms of trying to catch him. Oh, down towards the bottom of the middle. And SoNNeikO. Rezo trying with the chase down. He'll be able to flap his way back to safety with the Arctic burn over the cliffs.
S4 level 6. He's actually starting to bully Crystallize a bit.
He's up. A really nice time down bottom.
26 last hits to the 35 of the Lone Druid. So you can see that the impact that S4 is already having. Fly, looking for get a glimpse here on SoNNeikO. SoNNeikO gets onto the high ground though. And yeah, we see RodjER's really trying to get this courier snipe.
Some top class micro from OG. We'll keep it alive though.
The ward down, he's still hunting for it.
There's no ways to get it now. Could try and get it for this little guy. What? Oh, he does!
He gets it?
He gets it! Through that little pathing there on the side. That looked like he shouldn't get away with that at all. And I think OG, they did not expect that. They just sent it straight down the top. They didn't think he'd come a-hunting with that ward down. And, wow, RodjER. What a courier snipe. In a situation that looks impossible mid lane. Dendi gets glimpsed back. There's going to be the primal split from S4. They look to control and cold embrace. Keeping Dendi alive for now, but it's also brought time for Resolution to close the gap. They're surrounded. Dendi, OG, they'll bring him down for sure. Siphon's not enough to keep that man alive, and Fly also surviving gets away.
Great aggressive play with the first Panda split. They find the mid laner. Absolutely. All because of how well S4's lane has gone. But yeah, losing that courier, that means the Midas won't be delivered at such an early point for NOTail. JerAx now being chased by RodjER.
Oh.
Kicks him away. Rolls out.
Radiant's middle tower is being
Too
attacked.
far. I mean, I say that he can't. I said he couldn't do something before, and he's proven me wrong. RodjER's been very persistent with his plays, and you know what? He's only going to do it. RodjER, ladies and gentlemen.
He's stepping it up.
He really is. Bane, and now look towards Rezo. He has the silence. They're closing the gap, and RodjER, I tell you what, he's really doing it. He absolutely is. Double kill for RodjER. And a massive kill as well. Surely he's not getting out. No, this is the end to RodjER's glory. Can he escape?
Will he deny himself?
Oh, no way. RodjER. Oh, he doesn't. Fly gets the kill.
The dragon backswing. Too much.
Yeah, Thunderstrike from Fly will seal the deal. But still, though, massive impact from RodjER with those movements around mid and causing a bit of an issue for Resolution.
That's a solid first 4 minutes. Yeah. First nighttime for RodjER. He should be very happy with himself. I cannot believe he got that courier snipe. That was the biggest one for me.
RodjER. What a man.
What a series of events.
And 5-3. Navi getting the kills. Farm still looking good though for OG overall up top. SoNNeikO trying to finish off the bear. They've got the Savage Roar to push General away, but it'll close back in with the net. Can they get that money? Doesn't look like they can. The bear's too speedy. The bear will be out there. In fact, mid lane. They've got to have the TPs in because OG got a bit aggressive. RodjER's trying to chase down JerAx. They've got the siphon onto RezO. RezO falling very low. Will be fine. He's able to break the distance. Navi really keeping a lot of focus on this mid lane, making sure that Dendi's safe and Dendi's able to the potential nearly turn around some of these engagements. And RezO falling very low each and every time. He has to be careful on this PL, and he's falling behind a little bit now.
Yeah. So N0tail did send the bear back to base to grab that Midas, so he does have it finished up at a very nice timing for that, and he's going to continue to search for in that net worth. But no, Dendi's still ahead of him because of that kill that he did get early on. And now Dendi will start to do the jungle. As I was mentioning, you know, they really like prioritizing having Dendi go to the jungle around like level 7 on most of his heroes, and then giving the supports the lane so they can catch back up. RodjER needs levels. Although he's had such great rotations, he's still only level 4 at 9 minutes. How's Crystallize doing? On the way toward the armor, so he's doing pretty nice. He doesn't have that natural delivery system that we usually do see for the Lifestealer picks. Big standout though is definitely NOTail and S4, how spectacular they've done throughout the laning phase.
Is now a thing of the past.
For level 8 on this brute. And very good farm as well.
10 minutes coming around. Tome is being eaten up, so we can get the full 6s. JerAx is very low level 2 though, it's on the Earth Spirit, only level 3. So supports pretty low level this game, but on the other side, the cores are very nicely on both sides.
Double damage! The movement ready to do something about NOTail. He's had such an easy lane up top, but this rotation could cause issues. The Dooms drop down. They're ready with the chase down. Ghost out as well. NOTail, no way he gets out of that one. Big rotation from Navi. They take the kill. They'll look for an objective as well with those ghosts up as they move towards the tier 1 top.
Mid lane RezO and JerAx tried to go for the Night Stalker too. JerAx just off the mark with the Boulder Smash though. They're gonna put the threat in the tower though with this DD Phantom Lancer though, while at top the Exorcism goes to work on that tower. Very nice movement coming out from Navi.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
Elias forces S4 back, but S4 10-minute off-lane dagger. He got no help. That was a solo Brewmaster off-lane.
No, he's done this a couple of times today. But the puck game as well, getting a very good blink dagger timing. And, if anything, yeah, this one even more impressive doing it on a brew in this situation.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Mid tower, trying to secure it. NOTail rotates in.
Middle tower is being
They'll claim it.
attacked. No
Oh,
more
catapult
middle
actually
tower
gets it, but they
for
still get it.
Radiant.
Crystallize, say with that armlet. Not really the best of heroes to sort of traverse him around and look for the ganks on Navi's lineup. No one really with that blink initiation. And talking about blink initiation, S4 comes in on top of Crystallize.
Crystallize queued up a Maelstrom afterwards too to deal with those the PL. We've seen pretty much exclusively Lifestealers go for the Armlet Desolator build so they can take out towers. But I guess this time, since he has Death Prophet, he's prioritizing being that fighter.
What they can do here, RodjER.
Silence.
That's JerAx silence. Damage for Crystallize. JerAx is gone. TP coming in from Fly. Let's see if he can set up for something in return. He does have to be a little careful himself. S4 comes in with the blink. Has the Primal Split available. Quick infest into the creep as they look to get out of there. Crystallize is going to be fine. RodjER a little less so unless the TP is successful. Oh, it is. RodjER. Next minute you see him, next minute you don't. He's out of there. He survives.
RodjER's having so much impact across the map. He needs to
Dire's middle tower
when they're
taking
playing versus this
damage.
type of lineup versus a lone druid PL. They can't really slow down the pace. Dendi
Radiant's
feeding on
top
the mid tower.
is under siege.
This creep is still running around. Crystallize is still infested inside of it. Moving toward the mid lane.
N0tail getting a serious amount of damage done to that tier 1 top. But as you say, mid lane, that's where the focus. Here comes that creep, as you mentioned. It's got Crystallize in. In he goes, jumps he out. He's got the 2-man silence from Dendi to set up for Fly. Fly down. JerAx trying to roll away, but RodjER there with the body block. They'll get themselves a second.
Navi keeping up the aggression. Level 6s on both of the supports already on the side of Navi, while you look at on the side of OG.
Radiant's
Level
bottom
5
tower is
on
being
Fly,
attacked.
and only level 4 on JerAx, and they've already used the tome.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked. Maybe no one attacked Dire's towers for a few
Lead here
seconds.
for Navi, 9
Radiant's
for
bottom
3.
tower under fire.
Dendi and the Death Prophet.
Dire's
So
middle
Midas as
tower
well coming out
taking
toward
damage.
General on that Doom, so they're trying to just keep that economy game going, at least on the Doom, while pressuring with the other 2
Dire's
heroes.
And he is
tower is
absolutely
now
making the
but a
recovery.
memory.
We saw how hard of a time he's having in lane. He's now, bam,
Radiant's bottom
only
tower
300
is
gold
being
behind
attacked.
behind S4's Brew, and S4 had a great lane.
Yeah.
So General playing it very nicely on the sort of comeback.
They're going into the Roche pit. This is with SoNNeikO having the 203 build, having none in Splinter Blast.
I don't think OG know this is going on. They've got no intention of heading over by the looks of it. And even if they did,
It's only a level 1 exorcism though, so it's not being brought down in that very quick pace that we do see. But it does seem like they might be able to get it here. OG though, maybe they do know it's coming. They're smoked up. They don't have ultis on the supports though.
they have the primal split. JerAx, he's looking for some sort of a setup for his boulder smash, and he's going to get the stun onto Dendi. Dendi falls
Dendi!
away. He's got the Yule Scepter. Buys time to keep himself alive. The Exorcism heal coming in as long with the Cold Embrace. Dendi back up to full health. The primal split from S4. They're trying to contest his Roche. Roshan's still alive for now. Can they actually get it? Resolution. He's been doomed though. Crystallize goes through. The Radiant get the kill, but Rezo snatches the Aegis. And that is huge. He was doomed up, but he's going to be back for round 2. Is it enough to turn the tides though against Navi? Because Dendi moving in with a Siphon has to slow onto S4. S4 gets crushed by RodjER. Double kill for the Night Stalker. Dendi's got the Yule set up as he looks towards Rezo. Rezo, one more jump up to the high ground, but RodjER's there ready and waiting. Has the silence, has the void. He needs more though to hold back this TP, and it's not going to be there. Rezo will get out. But overall, Navi, they get the big kills. They do get Roshan. Sure, Rezo is able to snatch the Aegis, but it's still a good fight for Navi.
Those ghosts came in at the perfect time.
The
That
heal.
Dual Scepter, he gets healed up all the way to full. The Cold Embrace from SoNNeikO. Such nice teamwork coming out
see
from
it
Navi
again,
here. If the level 6s were on OG on the supports, this fight would have been a disaster for Navi. But the fact that they're so under-leveled here, the curse comes out, holds back the supports, and then it's just S4 trying to take out Dendi there. And we've seen the back. The courier was sniped as well from RodjER. But Rezo gets doomed up, still able to claim the Aegis though and survive throughout all that. And that's the pretty impressive thing for OG. But still, Navi looking really solid in this early game. OG needs more time. They need this lone druid to have time to get that Radiance online. Level 6, level now attained onto Fly, but JerAx still level 5 now at the 16-minute mark on his signature Earth Spirit.
Look at this lead that Navi are getting. They are playing this phenomenally. And now, JerAx, he's rolled into this one, and he has got backup. S4's there as well with the jump in. They'll look towards General. The Crippling Fear on S4 making him miss a lot of these hits. Doesn't matter though, they've got the magical to take down General. See if they can catch RodjER as well. RodjER already on the retreat down bottom. Navi, they catch N0tail, the bigger kill. Sure, OG, they get the grab back onto RodjER. He'll try for the TP out, he will not make it. So OG, they do get 2, but they're losing N0tail. So Navi, they are fine with this trade. As long as they can keep tabs on N0tail, keep the bear behind, Navi are happy with the flow of the game.
Yeah, I think he had bought his relics before he died, so he doesn't lose a crazy amount of gold, but still big situation there for Navi because they can turn this into a tower push with the level 2
Dire's
exorcism.
structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower under fire.
This is an insane push, of course. Dendi. And the team
Dire's
General
bottom
ready to
tower
join
is
in as well.
pieces.
Crystallize is queued up a Death Zone next, so he looks like he also wanted to be able to just push out lanes with this
Look at
Maelstrom since
how
it's only really
invulnerable
Dendi
Dire's
to be that lane
towers
pusher
are.
on their team.
Oh, no G, they're going to come across and try and put a stop to this push, maybe. JerAx on the sidelines, looking for
level
some sort of a
5.
jump in. It's so hard, though, to take this fight, especially when the Ghost shot. They have to go, but General walks and he gets the Doom straight off onto JerAx, chasing down the Earth Spirit. JerAx doesn't get a single thing. The curse is there onto Fly. Fly beaten down by his own teammate. As OG, they have to back up. Savage Roar's there, trying to hold back Navi. General gets the slow onto the bear. The Siphon's there as well, as they're doing their best to chase it down. They won't get the bear, but they will get the space to do more damage to this tier 2, and they should be able to finish it. And indeed they do. Navi claim another tower. RodjER now with Solar Crest complete as well.
Navi's teamwork is off the charts now.
They are stepping it up.
Their warding, the way they collapse with their vision, and just their spell usage in the fights has been phenomenal. And OG just really suffering. We've talked a lot about how Disruptor, when you're playing this hero and you're at a deficit and you're getting ran at, it's very hard because ideally you want to be able to get those glimpse plays off, but you can't when you're just being ran at like this. JerAx, level 5 still. He's still unable to find that magnetize.
He's got to be careful how far he comes down this mid lane. RodjER will go in on him if he's not too careful. As you say, N0tail desperately needs that Radiance. He's got to have it complete soon if he wishes to keep up with the farm speed that both Crystallize and Dendi are producing. Dendi on the Death Prophet making just fantastic key rotations, getting these objectives. And actually going for the BKB, so, and he's pretty much got the BKB done. And bottom, NOTail trying to finish up his tabs. Quick Savage Roar will get in the space to do so, and that will be the Radiance complete for the bear.
They can start to play a little bit around him, but they're still on the massive road to recovery. They have a lot more time before they can really take these engagements versus Navi. Manta style almost going to be finished up for Rezo. Still very hard for them to take these fights into Exorcism. I don't really see them taking fights into Exorcism.
You have the stars here, JerAx. It's not Crystallize. Crystallize still with a chance to rage afterwards, though. Turn straight towards JerAx, who's trying for the TP out, won't make it. Void's there from RodjER. Surely? Oh, is he going to live, JerAx? Okay, they just sort of leaving because Crystallize has to get out of there. And now Crystallize, he's in trouble. There'll be a cold embrace, but the Static Storm's down, surrounding Crystallize. Winter's Curse comes through, but Crystallize, he's already gone. The Brewlings get him, and now the rest of Navi just having to back away.
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
RodjER should be fine now as S4 will blink out. NOTail will back in alpha as soon as he sees Dendi come through. And he wheels up the bear. The kinetic field makes sure that the bear gets out of there.
That's significant kill.
That was quite a...
JerAx survived somehow.
I can't believe they didn't hit him.
He was in... so Lifesteal was infested, and he wanted
didn't want to jump out?
He wanted to wait for his rage to come back up because he was afraid. But
Fair
he
enough.
ends up paying with his life anyway. JerAx lives.
I mean, that looked like JerAx was a sure dead end, but he gets out of there. Navi let him be.
Still 7k gold advantage for Navi. It's pretty ridiculous how farmed RodjER is too, with that Solar Crest now finished up, going for Halberd for the bear. Dendi too. Arcane Rune, BKB Yules. Exorcism at the ready. So Navi, they should look to take a fight here. While they know the Panda Split is down. This is their window to make aggressive plays come out. Also nighttime for the next 3.5 minutes.
We'll look at how's Rezo doing after that.
He's got the Manta finish.
Me. I know
He needs a lot more.
Yeah, he needs all the defensive items with the amount of single target
Dire's
Navi have with their
middle tower
ultimates.
taking
So we're
damage.
seeing RodjER, eyes onto Fly. Flies back into safety with the kinetic field down.
Navi's not even having to use their Exorcism for this tier 2.
Dire's
There's
middle
no glyph
tower is
available. They
being
might
attacked.
actually just try to threaten the high ground with the Exorcism Arcane Rune here.
Yeah, definitely with the Arcane.
As OG is not ready to fight. There's still no split for another 20 seconds.
Radiant's
He's
top
coming back, he's
tower
got
is
the
under
Vlad's
siege.
complete. Dendi yet to pop the Exorcism, but you know he's thinking about it. And here we go, the Ghosts are out. Navi
Is being attacked.
ready to try and take a tier 3 and more on this mid lane. Can OG stop it? Quick Savage Roar, but the bear's dead.
The Solar Crest just makes the bear die
Radiant's
so
top
quickly with that
tower is under
Exorcism.
siege.
They've got the Prana split back up. And there's the jump. S4 immediately looking for Dendi. Dendi already falling light. In fact, Dendi, he's going to be kept alive by the cold embrace. Static Storm's down, making sure that the Doom can't get his ultimate off. There'll be the BKB and the self-heals from Dendi, buying time to get himself out of there, and he'll be fine for now. Winter's Curse only onto an illusion, as SoNNeikO desperately tries to hold back OG as they look to chase down Navi's members. S4 has the micro, has the control, bursts down the Wyvern, jump out from Crystallize, silence for the crippling fear of RodjER will be enough to take down S4. Now OG, they're running back to base. RodjER flies up to the high ground, he looks towards Fly, but Rezo jumps forward with the Spirit Lance, turns towards RodjER. RodjER gets the kill, he's trying to get himself out of there. Is it enough for the Solar Crest evasion? He may just fake it, no! The Spirit Lance comes in, Rezo will be able to claim the life of RodjER. So Navi poking maybe a little too much there as OG look at a couple of kills. Sure, it does cost them a couple of lives themselves, but they do hold the base, they do keep that tier 3 alive, and they do make sure that the Exorcism push is unsuccessful.
The first game in 188 games of JerAx that he failed to hit level 7 before 20 minutes. Yeah, he's really been having a tough time here versus Navi this go around.
He's got to keep his cool in the game where it matters the most. Arguably one of the biggest games that OG has been in a long time. So much rest on this game for OG.
They need more time. They can't be. They still are really struggling to fight versus Navi at this moment.
Top, Rezo and N0tail, ready to chase down Dendi. They know that his BKB is still unavailable for a little bit.
General gets the Doom.
Down indeed, General gets the Doom on the right target. Resolution, he's trying to run quick silence from JerAx. He's going to miss the boulder smash though, so Dendi, he can still continue to close this gap. Resolution, he can't get out of this. Dendi gets the kill, Rezo is down. JerAx having to retreat.
General, in the midst of all those illusions, finds the right target instantly with the
beautiful play for General, and if JerAx had hit that smash, Rezo may have survived. JerAx now in trouble himself. Quick glimpse from Fly to peel the Night Stalker off him.
That was a fresh pickup of General's Blink Dagger too. Blink into the War Stomp. Now War Stomp is a lot faster because of the animation changes that have happened in the recent patch.
Middle tower is being attacked.
Here we go, another tower for Navi. 10k gold lead, 23 minutes in. They are playing the pressure and the speed that they needed to with the draft that they had.
Yeah. Now with the Blink on Doom as well, they have that Infest Bomb or the Lifestealer. And RodjER getting closer and closer to that halberd. He is extremely tanky. SoNNeikO might pay with his life up here. The curse comes out, the TP.
Oh, SoNNeikO.
And he's gone.
He's off. He's out. Desto now complete for Lifestealer. A bit of a, it was N0tail as well with his build. Actually picks up the Blade Mail at this stage for the bear.
Just want some armor, some way to reflect some of the damage because they're focusing so much. Very good versus Death Prophet as well, the Exorcism.
But OG, as we said, if they can keep this game going, they are going to be in sort of greener pastures. But at the moment, it's just looking like Navi are not letting that happen. But the speed and the pressure that they're putting on, still short. Navi are still yet to break the base, but they've come very, very close to it each and every time. And Dendi's still absolutely massive on this Death Prophet, top of the net worth.
Yeah, Dendi's huge. General went for the Midas that he's getting pretty massive. RodjER as well. He has 7,600 net worth. When you look at the supports on OG, they have nowhere near that. But here, SoNNeikO, they get a grab on him.
Oh, and S4 jumps in on the back. He's got the thunderclap onto 2. Immediate stun onto Dendi. Will disable the Night Stalker, giving the space for OG to find the kill onto SoNNeikO. They'll chase down Dendi. Another stun. Dendi's getting low. He's had to put the BKB. Goes for the TP out. Will make it. But RodjER's not going to be as fortunate. 4 heroes of OG surround the Night Stalker, claiming RodjER's life as well for sure. He's not going to get away. 2 down. OG getting the kills. And S4, again, he's been making these plays time and time again. These blink initiations there, forcing both SoNNeikO and Dendi to scatter and just tearing them away from any sort of chance of pulling together a team fight themselves and turning back on OG.
S4's really putting the team on his back here mostly, but JerAx with a clean initiation. The stun actually catches Dendi here on the left side too, you see. And then S4 able to get that follow-up.
Look at this disable, just holding both of them in place. And no choice but to run. And eventually, as we see, Dendi having to pop the BKB as well. Does save his life, but that is a BKB charge down. And kills for OG.
Roche's ready. Dendi just shy of the level 18.
Oh, it's a DD rune as well outside of it, and they want to go. Fusel Blade picked up for Resolution. Can OG get to this pit in time? It's going to be quite some speed that it melts.
I don't know if they can contest without Blue Split. It's really tough. And that speed it dies too with Solar Crest Exorcism. It's just
Desto, double damage. Roshan's gone. No chance for OG in that respect.
Aegis Cheese. Exorcism is expended though. So maybe right when they have split up, OG can try to look for some pickups here away from that Aegis and Cheese. So though, super difficult for them. Navi looking so crisp in this game. Daytime for another minute and a half. Navi, probably when they've got Exorcism in nighttime, that'll be the next time they try to go for any type of pressure, maybe for a smoke play after that.
General as well with his itemization, closing in on the Shiva's Guard. We can have that extra sort of chase and very good against the PL.
Yeah, really helps you find the actual PL, and it's just good versus both the Lone Druid and Phantom Lancer, because it's that minus attack speed will really help them.
And talking about the Lone Druid, I don't know if we'll follow through, but I like the itemization with NoTail. He's got the Aghanims queued up. I think he knows that if he can split push, you know, Navi, they need to go for the 5-man push. It's very hard for them to deal with any sort of split push pressure. So an Aghanim's lone Druid Bear, that could do wonders this game.
OG, they've got a ward on the high ground here.
Jump forward, look at the SoNNeikO, no chance to react. Instant silence, JerAx, SoNNeikO's down. Now, Crystallize, he's trying to fight this. Has got the ages, he's going to come into the middle. There's going to be a buyback from SoNNeikO. Navi do want to try and turn this fight. They get the silence onto the Peru. S4 does have the primal split if he gets the chance to do so. Great smash from JerAx, holds back Navi. They've got the Yule set up onto S4. S4, can he get the ult out in time? No, he can't. Gets shredded by Crystallize. And they've managed to get the target again. General, each and every time, finding the real Rezo, bringing him down. They've got the control on the bear. They're going to look to beat down on the lone Druid's bear as well. And with the chase, they may just get this one as well. 3 kills for Navi. As SoNNeikO comes in with the buyback, and what a time to do so. Knows that Navi have to, and they absolutely can take these fights at these stages, a full 5v5. And they've done it here. They get the 3 kills. NOTail still alive. Picks up the point booster. He is indeed committing for the Ags. He knows he's got to push out as many lanes as he can as possible to alleviate the pressure that Navi are applying as a group, as a unit.
Exorcism level 18 at the ready here. OG, they've got split up.
Boy, they have indeed. Still 15 seconds, no Rezo. NOTail is keeping the split pressure on us at the moment on the top lane.
She finds SoNNeikO too. The blade mail from the bear actually finishing him off. Don't think SoNNeikO expected that blade mail. And that actually forces Navi to get back. They're a bit threatened by all this, by the respawns from OG. Is there any glimpse catches? Fly nowhere near in range. Get anybody here.
Rezo jumps down. At least tries to. Crystallize. Half health for the tower. We know lone Druids, they have this ratting potential. Honestly, like if NOTail continues to play as he is, this sort of split could be the end of Navi in this game. Even though OG are so far behind, it is the classic way to come back when you can't take a team fight. Just go for the rat plays.
Yep. Dendi almost has Octarine finished up. It's gonna be a really huge pickup for him. RodjER as well is going for one, and then S4 having the BKB will probably be one of the bigger item pickups for OG in the next several minutes. But Rezo really struggling in this game as the Phantom Lancer. 4-4, catching decently up in the last hits, but he just keeps getting found out here by General.
The charge. See for Rezo. Oh, they're gonna find Fly. Fly down for 30. Rezo should be fine.
Navi's actually just relentless in this game.
For my top.
Mere coin.
Exorcism not there for 50 seconds.
They're looking for some kind of pick off into this push. They know that the glyph isn't ready. They want to take advantage of that during this 2 minutes more of nighttime.
Stage side lane's getting shoved in pretty heavily. NOTail down the bottom, S4 up the top.
The scan actually finds somebody down here.
Oh, Rezo. He may not be prepared for this one. He's going to pop the doppelganger. RodjER, can he find the target? Oh, he actually may be in trouble himself. Rezo turns with the diffusal blade. RodjER falling low, but there's the jump in. They clear out the illusions. They found Rezo. Rezo is gone. Navi.
That scan. They saw the illusions in the bottom side pushing out, but that scan catches exactly on top of him. Now it's 40 seconds. Rezo. Navi's trying to force a buyback. 5 seconds till that exorcism.
NOTail does force out the fortification. The bear down bottom. Pushing in. Here we go with the ghost up. He should get these melee racks. No trouble at all in the mid lane. Dendi. Can they make any sort of jump on him whilst the ghosts are up? It would be hard to do so, and indeed they have to respect the power. They have to let it go. That's going to be the melee racks down. They'll beat down the bear as well. It's falling low. It's going to be 300 easy gold for Dendi and the lads. As now they go up to top lane. Navi looking for more than just 1 racks. Trying to bully OG into submission here as OG stand with their backs against the wall. All hopes and dreams on this game for them. They need the win to make it to a major. And Navi doing a fantastic job and making sure that that's not going to happen. They're at a 15k gold lead. They're racks up.
It's looking extremely grim for OG. Navi already has the itemization that even if the game goes to later and later stages, I don't even think OG can take it because of this Mjolnir lifestealer and just how massive they really are. Dendi's going to have Octarine finished now too. And they've got the tools to deal with that split push too. You see General building that Shadow Blade now on top as well. He's going to be able to find whenever that bear is going for the split push. OG.
That Octarine as well on Dendi. I mean, you said at the start, you sort of looked at, you know that the times we've seen Dendi play this hero. He's played it masterfully, and this game is no exception. An immaculate Death Prophet performance.
7-1-7. Yeah, he's part of 14 kills. RodjER as well, 7-5-10. He's got a couple deaths to his name, but the pressure that he's been applying with this Night Stalker has been spectacular. The movement from Navi has been just all around excellent.
G. Moving now as a group back towards the mid lane. They have their ult. How long till Exorcism's back up?
30 seconds.
It's a little bit of time that OG can try and abuse.
Radiant's middle
Tower
tower
will be
has
denied,
been
Dendi.
Bastards.
Ag's finished on Night Stalker now too. Vision game is going to go massively in favor of Navi, and you see Rezo 5th on the net worth as a Phantom Lancer.
Definitely.
They need him to be much higher in these type of instances.
The
Gem now
roughest
picked
game
up.
for Rezo today.
Yeah. He's not big enough to deal with the heroes of Navi by any means right now.
Eyeing up Dendi. Get the glimpse back. The kinetic field, Dendi just at the BKB though. They're trying to poke, maybe hoping to get a charge out of him.
Radiant's
Quick
bottom
blink from
tower
S4 as
under
General
fire.
comes in. The blink stomp. S4 is able to get out just in time. RodjER continuing to chase a little bit. Back up. S4 should be A-okay.
He needs a lot more time in this game. They still need several more items on Rezo. They'll take any of these kind of fights.
Just closing in on the Lincolns. Just that.
That'll help versus
Ultimate
the
ult
Doom.
go. I mean, yeah, you've got to give hats off to General. We've seen him multiple times dooming the PL, a task that is not easy.
Yeah, and with the Shivas, he can always pretty much find that real one. They've already got a lot of different ways to break that Lincoln Sphere, though, when it is out. They have got the Halberd, they've got all of Night Stalker spells as well. N0tail, just trying to be as annoying as possible, needs to cut the creep waves, needs to prolong this game for OG to have a chance.
How's the Imes looking on NOTail after the Axe? Has he got the...
He hasn't really bought too much else. I think he had a Hyperstone on the bear.
Nice fought.
On the prowl all the time with the Shadow Blade and Crystallize infested. Crystallize almost with a full AC finished up on top of the Mjolnir. And he's starting to get those big talents up. Level 20, the 20% evasion. Can be very nice versus a Phantom Lancer as a life stealer. Very hard to get.
Quite a bit with this Hyperstone and Master Manus. That is if Navi give it the chance to get that far out. And General is on the hunt with Crystallize. Nice bear.
Yeah, that's literally what they're going for here with the Shadow Blade. Roshan was just scouted by RodjER too, and that's the third Rosh. Refresher Shard will be available if Navi wants to go for it. It's starting to get pinged out. That's where they want to take the fight. I don't know how OG can take this fight versus them either. Into that Exorcism, into such a heavily farmed lifestealer. They're just at way too much of a deficit.
Rezo's got the
Secondary
money.
bear is scouted. They almost actually got the second bear.
This is easy Rosh for Navi. They cannot come out and contest this OG. And with the AC, the Crystallize complete. And as you said, well, this is going to be with the Refresher Shard.
Yep.
And this is going to go the way of Dendi.
Yeah, sure. Just
Double Exorcism.
No tears.
How on earth to OG hold the base?
Oh, yeah,
that's for the push.
he gives it to General.
Okay.
Double Doom, looking to be more
I
important.
mean, that as well.
Take
if
out
he-
2 heroes from the fight.
Good.
I mean, OG can't even win a 5v5. How the hell will they win a 3v5 if he gets 2 Dooms on anybody? Or on 2 targets? Feeling the pressure. NOTail trying his best to split push these waves with the bear, but he's terrified.
You know, they're hunting for it.
Yeah,
Each and every time Navi are on the hunt for the bear.
he can't lose this bear just yet either. 30 seconds till the next 3 summon though. They're hunting for it. Look at RodjER walking along the tree lines. He knows it's somewhere around here. He sees
They
it.
want that bear. The ping's coming out. General closing the gap. They found the bear. And that bear ain't going home tonight. Easy goal for Crystallize. The bear down. As you say, he does have the resummon up sooner. But again, the fact that he has to resummon and then there's that extra period once again where NOTail has to play so careful. He cannot afford to lose this bear, especially if it happens at the same time Navi are pushing him.
Do you see what's in Dendi's bottle as well? He's got the Arcane Rune.
Arcane. Oh my goodness. Navi, they are on the verge of doing this. There's no doubt about that. I do not know how OG swing this one around. They're so far behind. 21k gold lead for Navi.
It's just getting to more and more of a deficit. They're just engaging in. Dendi, no hesitation.
How do they stop this map? RodjER jumps in. Looking for S4. BKB comes out from S4. Will be able to get himself away from general and Crystallize. They turn towards the structures. Fortification. S4 comes in, does manage to get the primal split off. He looks towards general. Has he got the control to deal with him though? Doppelganger pop from Rezo as he tries to force general back out with the illusions. Quick sweep to the back of the fight from S4 to check out the back lines. Static Storm's not going to actually catch anyone. He looks towards Dendi, but Dendi pops the BKB. He's taken the tier 3. He's now looking towards the range JerAx. N0tail is trying for the wrap. He's moving in with the bear. He will get the tier 3 tower. He is onto the racks as well. SoNNeikO with the Winter's Curse holds back the bear. And they will be able to bring the bear down. Can he get the racks in time? He cannot. The bear is gone. Back down towards the bottom as well. JerAx has fallen. Crystallize is surrounded though. OG, they will claim the lifestealer once. Can they do it a second time though? That is the question. The field is down. They look for the instant lockdown. They've got this Savage Roar. Smashing into Crystallize. He's out of mana. Gets the rage up in time. Turns towards S4. S4's down. Double kill for Crystallize. Back in for general. He's trying to save Crystallize, but he may not be able to do so. Oh, the silence. Rezo pops the Manta style, trying to retreat. They won't kill Crystallize a second time. They just have to get out of there themselves. And Cheese is out. Crystallize being given the cheddar by Dendi's back up to full life. They're back in with another exorcism. Navi claiming these bottom racks. There's 40 seconds without the bear. No primal split available for S4 as he is in the side lines.
It looks like GG.
And General's jumping in. He's trying his best to poke at them. NOTail's come back for the defense. They get the glimpse back onto General, but General, he looks for the Doom. Will get it down to JerAx. JerAx getting himself back to the fountain, but the Ancient's exposed. Navi are moving in with the Ghost. OG, there's no way they can this. It's going to be GG. It's going to be OG's road to the major comes to an end as Navi, they come in with an incredible